Hello everyone, how's it going? Macman here, and today we're going to be taking a look at my top 5 favorite applications for photo editing. Anyways guys, without further ado, let's get right into it. So my first application that I enjoy using for photo editing is an application called Flare. Flare is available in the Mac App Store currently for $9.99. So I'm going to open up the application right here, and first thing we need to do is import an image. So we can either drag and drop an image onto the main window, or I'm just going to go to File, Open. Now we can select an image. I'm just going to find a quick image right here. I'll select this bamboo wallpaper. So it's going to load up the image, and it's going to be displayed right here in the middle of our page. On the top right, we can find some presets. We can click on the presets button and it will load up multiple presets that have been added to the application. We can also add more presets if we go to the developer's website. So I'm going to slide down and just select one. We're going to select the black and white one just for the demonstration. And it's going to load up the image, and as you can see here, it added a nice black and white style with a nice border around it. On the bottom we can view the original photo, and we can also view the processed photo. Now if we'd like to edit our preset a bit more, we can select the Edit tab on the top right hand corner. Now we can edit tons of things such as grain, sharpen, border. If we'd like to take out the border, we can easily uncheck the box. We can also add multiple effects by going up here to the top right hand corner and selecting an effect we'd like to add. There are multiple effects that you can choose from, but I'm just going to leave the photo at that. Once we are done, we can hit Save or Export. I'm just going to select that. Now we can save it to a file, to Flickr, to photo, or send an email. I'm just going to save it into a file. We're going to hit Save or Export, and we're just going to select Test. Save it onto my desktop, and it's going to render the final image, and then once it is done, it should appear on your desktop. The next application we are going to be taking a look at is an application called Pixelmator. Pixelmator is available in the Mac App Store currently for $29.99. It has a lot of similarities to Photoshop, but it's not complex and it doesn't have as much features. If you're just getting started in graphic design and you think Photoshop is a bit too hard for you, Pixelmator is a great start. It has a nice user interface. To the left hand side we can find all of our tools, such as pencil, brush, gradient, bucket tool, text tool, and other sorts of tools. To view more about the tool, we can easily double click on it and a small panel will open up for that tool. On the top right hand side of our page, we can find our layers. We can add a new layer by clicking the plus sign. We can lower the opacity from a layer just by using the slider on the bottom of the layers panel. Above that, we can also change the blending options. We have quite a large list to choose from. If we want to add a gradient, we can come down to the Gradients tab. We can either select an original gradient or we can make our own, just by hitting the plus sign. We can then select our colors. And once you've selected your colors, you just need to hit OK. Now we have to make sure our gradient tool is selected, and we can just click on anywhere on the page and drag down. It is that easy to add a gradient. You can also mess around with any of the other tools, such as the brush tool. The next application that we're going to be taking a look at is an application called Little Snapper. Little Snapper is available in the Mac App Store currently for $39.99. Now the price tag is a bit large, but we can find some alternatives that are a bit cheaper. Now what this application allows you to do is pretty much take screenshots of anything on your Mac. It comes with a menu bar icon. If I were to select that, we can find some different options. We can take a picture of our full screen, a timed picture of the full screen, snap a certain area, or snap a window. It also has some keyboard shortcuts. I'm going to select Snap Window. Now we can select a window that we'd like to take a picture of. I'm going to select this window. As you can see, it just took a picture of the window. Now if we were to double click on that picture, we can edit it. We have some different tools on the top. Let's say we want to focus on a certain part. We can select the focus tool and just drag a box, just like that. If we'd like to blur something out, we can select the blur tool. Now we can blur out something, and we can increase the blur size just by moving the slider up. We also have some other options for making boxes, circles, lines, arrows, and text. We can also upload a picture right to Cloud App when we're finished. This can be very useful if you want to share this with your friends. The next application that we're going to be taking a look at is an application called Photo Styler. Photo Styler is available in the Mac App Store currently for $29.99. Now what this application allows you to do is add cool borders to our photos. I'm going to go ahead and hit Load Image. I'm going to select one from my Finder, and it's going to load up some previews of cool borders that we can add to our photos. There's a long list of borders that we can add, and they're very good quality. I'm going to select one for now. Once you select your photo, it's going to open up a small window. Here we can edit the border a bit more. Off to the right hand side, we can view the presets that were added to the photo. We can simply take them off by unchecking them, as you can see here. We can save our presets, and once we are done, we can even save our image. I'm going to select that, and now we can choose what we'd like to call it and where we want to save it to. We can as well change the format and compression. The last application that we're going to be taking a look at is an application called FontCase. FontCase is available in the Mac App Store currently for $29.99. Now what this application allows you to do is browse all the fonts that we have installed on our computer. This can be very useful if we're looking for a certain font that we want to use for a project or any sort of graphic design item. Let's say we want to view a font and we want to see what it looks like with some certain words. We can simply select the font, then into our right panel window, we can select the drop-down box. We can then retype a word. Let's say we will say test, hit enter, and as you can see, we can view what the font looks like with that selected word. On the top, we have a few options. We have a fonts panel, a collections panel. Here we can add multiple fonts into a collection. It's pretty much like a folder. We can use this if we have multiple fonts, let's say for a website. We can add all the fonts that we're using on the website into a collection. We also have genres and tags. Tags can be used to tag fonts with certain keywords. Then we can type them into our spotlight right here, and we can find what we are looking for. This application can be very useful when it comes down to graphic and design when using fonts. That's pretty much it for my top 5 favorite applications for photo editing. As you may have noticed, most of these applications are priced quite high, and most photo editing applications are. It is rare that you can find a cheap application that is quite good. If you guys enjoyed the video, please don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out on all of my social networking sites, and don't forget to check out my previous video on an application called Delicious Library 2. I also did a video on a giveaway where I was giving away 2 copies of Fantastical and 1 copy of iTimetable. So feel free to check out that giveaway and enter to win. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.